The gentleman from California is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you for yielding, and let me start by thanking Chairman Culberson and Ranking Member Fattah for their ongoing enthusiasm and support for many of the key programs funded by this bill. I'm grateful for their support, including provisions addressing key concerns of mine, such as the growing rape kit backlog and long delays in testing DNA evidence, preventing the politically motivated termination evaluation of a fundamental science observatory, SOFIA, ensuring the federal marine debris program which will focus on plastics in our nation's waterways and ocean. Despite the inclusion of these and other beneficial programs, this bill unfortunately falls short of supporting a robust and effective portfolio of commerce, justice, and science programs. This bill was crafted under the restrictive spending cap imposed by sequestration. This unworkable funding cap has forced unacceptable cuts that greatly weaken key programs serving our country. For example, at a time when the funding for constitutionally mandated decennial census should be on a significant ramp up, this bill underfunds the Census Bureau by $387 million. At the direction of Congress, the Census Bureau is testing sweeping reforms to census methods that will reduce the overall cost of the enumeration substantially by bringing the census into the 21st century. But without sufficient funding next year, the Census Bureau may have to abandon plans for a modern census and go back to the more costly, outdated manual 2010 design, which will end up costing $5 billion more. $5 billion. We cannot afford to waste $5 billion. We need to be fiscally responsible and have an understanding of costs beyond the timescale of a one-year funding bill, which means investing in the census now. Additionally, this bill severely underfunds and deprioritizes earth science. The bill proposes generous funding to support NASA for planetary science, but seems to overlook the most important planet of all, our own. That is why I offered an amendment in committee to fully fund the earth and geoscience research at NASA and NSF instead of the $520 million underfunding being proposed. Research in the earth and heliosciences help protect lives, business, and infrastructure because the economic and public welfare consequences of natural hazards such as droughts, hurricanes, space weather, and earthquakes can be devastating. As our climate continues to change, this research is even more important, and yet this bill proposes to cut earth and geoscience research. We should be increasing funding in these fields to better understand natural systems, allow for more informed policy decision-making, and not cutting them. Additionally, this bill seeks to micromanage the NSF by singling out earth science and social sciences as lesser research priorities. This is a prime example of political meddling into scientific research. The draconian spending caps have forced the cannibalization of these and other essential programs and resulted in a bill that is unworkable. We need to adopt the President's proposed overall funding levels to ensure that key programs such as the census and earth science research are able to be effective and serve our nation. Thank you.